First of all, I want to congratulate again Nicholls, Coach Plaisance and her team. I thought they really came in and played extremely hard. We had a little bit better second quarter, and but I just think they had a great year, and I certainly have a lot of respect for her program, and those kids. And they've got nothing but pride because they've had a great year. You know, we had a lot of rust to knock off. I think everybody sees that. You know, it's my job to try to help get that rust knocked off, and right now I'm obviously not doing a very good job. We are really rusty in a lot of areas. I thought this time last year we came back and we're really sharp, and you know, we're not very sharp. We've got basically 48 hours to figure it out. But you know, if you look at our stat line, you're going to see a lot of good numbers: 6 for 8, 5 for 9, 3 for 4, 6 for 14, 2 for 4, 2 for 2. You know, Blair was 3 for 7 from 3. Victoria was 4 for 6. We were 9 for 19 from the three-point line. Thought Jordan really came off the bench, gave us some quality minutes, a lot of energy from her in her 12 minutes of play. And again, I thought Jazz played awfully well off the bench. So, you know, we had some kids do some really good things today. And again, we've got to get ready for a really, really good Oklahoma State team. I thought they played today really well against another great, you know, great team in Syracuse, and really, you know, made the game was out of hand, obviously, in the second half. So we've got to figure it out, and we've got, you know, 48 hours to do it. So I'm sure our kids will come back with a little bit better focus, hopefully, and we'll play a little better.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for the student athletes. Again, if you would, raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. We'll start over here on the left.
Good evening, ladies. Congratulations, Adam and Kim from the Commercial Dispatch. Can each of you assess the performance? Would you agree with Coach that there was rust, and how would you feel that you attempted to knock some off tonight?
Teaira, you want to start?
We had a lot of turnovers, you know, just unforced turnovers, some were unforced and some were forced. So, I mean, just getting back to containing the ball and not turning it over. That's what we need to work on. You want to know this?
Yeah, like Morgan said, Teaira. Morgan must be talking about, like Teaira. Sorry. Like Teaira said, unforced turnovers. Then defensively, like, we weren't doing as good as we should. We would deny the ball, and you know, ball pressure would let them get open shots, and they was getting layups. And I feel like we just went focused on that end, and we are rusty. And I feel like the next couple of days we got to lock down and get engaged.
Yeah, to tag along with what they both said, I feel like we would get in the groove and then we would lose it. And in the past, we've been really good about our chemistry, and our chemistry is still there. We just have to, you know, work on all 5. It's an all-5 game, and right now we'll have like 4 or something like that. But I think that's going to come with more focus, and as a veteran team, we'll have that fixed for next game.
Stay in the front for Robbie.
Hey Blair, went 0 for 5 against South Carolina. You came out firing right off the bat. Sorry.
Is that a question, or
this has a good?
You want to come in there and help me coach?
This has a good. This has a good ending.
Okay, let's hear it.
You came out firing, hit that first 3. Just what did it feel like to get back on track and hit a couple of those and get the team going offensively?
I mean, it was definitely a great feeling. And I don't like going 0 for 5, and I don't mean to go 0 for 5. But I think just I regrouped, and I got back in the gym with my coaches and teammates, and I put in the pass, and that one game was just a bump in the road. So to come in and hit some shots for my teammates, it feels really good, and they were also looking for me as well. So we had people create and find us on the wing, and I think that helped a lot too.
We'll go to the right side for Slim.
Okay, I'm curious, you got 48 hours to fix it. I don't guess there'll be waterboarding involved or anything. So I'm curious, what do you actually do? I'm sure the effort was there tonight. You tried hard, so what do you do to fix those points?
I think it's a mentality, honestly. When you when you have a team come in and you have to prepare for someone that's so good at something, I feel like it's a focus thing. If we all come in as a team and we're like, we have got to do these things or we will not win, then as a team I feel like we'll get locked in. But until that happens, it's not going to happen. But when we have our leadership that we have, and I feel like when everyone sees that it's coming from the people that play a lot, do the habits that we've formed all year, when those people come in and say, we really need to fix these things or we're not going to go far in this tournament, I feel like people will listen and we'll fix it. It'll change.
Go all the way over to the left.
Victoria, looking ahead to Monday, obviously Oklahoma State played you guys pretty tough earlier this year. Why was that such a good game? What's tough about them? What do you have to do to beat them?
We gotta play our game. They got good guard play and good, what you call them? Inside game. So I feel like if we just play our game, we have nothing to worry about. We just come in, focus, lock down on defense, and let our offense come to us, and we'll come out with the win.
Anything else for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, ladies.
Praise the Lord, go down. The mic not on, so I can see.
Coach, you need an extra one.
Yeah, so they hear it.
Are you getting sick or you just
No,
hollering?
I got something down the wrong pipe.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for Coach. We'll start here in the middle.
Will Sam McCowan Ledger. Hey Vic, this has been like third or fourth straight time that the team has gotten off to a pretty slow start in kind of the SEC tournament. What do you think is the biggest reason for that?
I'm beginning to think it's our team, Will. I just, we take a while to settle in defensively, and we've been doing it now for 34 games. So, we can talk about it and stay out longer, come out earlier. I came out earlier today, let them get a few more shots. I think this is who we are. I'll keep trying to coach and change it. Again, I think you got to be careful with that because you don't want to let some team jump on you. We had that happen with South Carolina in the first quarter. So, again, I think it comes from your senior leadership. And again, it's a little bit about maturity. And if you'll remember, I talked about those two things at the very beginning of the year, leadership and maturity.
We'll go to the very back.
Hey, Coach TJ Wary, WJTV in Jackson, you talk about trying to figure out ways to get them to start fast. What have you been trying to do? What can you do differently at this point? Does it just really come down to them?
Oh, yeah, I think it's just an accountability factor and just really trying to get yourself attentive early. Again, we've had some really good first quarters, y'all. So this isn't an epidemic and it's been going on. And you know what? If we win game 34 on Monday and we start slow, you know what? We'll take it. So I think for us and these seniors, just having awareness and that really that starting five of understanding. Okay, first 5 minutes we take great pride in punching and punching first. So that's kind of where I think we'll be.
We'll come up front to Slim.
You're going to hate this question.
Oh, no.
Is it hard, not necessarily for you, because I know you respect all your opponents, but is it hard to play a 16 seed? Because the kids know what they're seeding.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to ask them. I don't. I think we respect everyone. I think I've conveyed that to them. You saw what happened with Virginia's on the men's side. I sat courtside and watched it happen in the one game that had happened on the women's side when Stanford lost to Harvard. I was at that region. We played Harvard in the next round. So, you can talk about it all you want. You may have something there. I don't know. We've not allowed our kids to really see anything but 30 minutes of highlight film of Nicholls, and it looks pretty good to me. So, for them, I think we've all respected our opponent all year long.
Go on the left to Adam.
Congratulations on the first step.
Thanks, Adam.
When you talk about rust and when Victoria says, let the offense come to us, the combination of trying to knock that rust off and then trying to gain that flow that you had on offense, 48 hours is not a lot of time to do both of those things, but what did you see tonight in terms of trying to knock some of that rust off and trying, as Blair said, to get all five connected again?
Well, I still think we share the ball fairly well. You know, my concern is just our, you know, we've got to get back in attack mode. You know, that's something I write on the board quite often in our pregame, and I feel like we started out the game in Nashville in the championship game settling a lot, and the kids know that. We talked about it pregame tonight. So I just like to see us get back attacking, and you know, Blair had 2 twos tonight. I can't tell you when the last time she's made 2 twos in a ball game. And again, that's her attacking. Jordan found her on a back door on one of them. But just getting in attack mode and really, you know, our threes usually come from transition and dribble, penetrate, kick. If all we're doing is throwing it around the perimeter and catching and then finally throwing one up, that's not good. But if we're dribble, penetrating, and kicking, now we're breaking down the defense, we're making them help, and that leaves our shooters open. And I think that's what we've got to get back to, you know, offensively.
Go to the very far left.
And again, I'm complaining about our offense. We scored 95 points tonight. I realize that we all have set a standard here at Mississippi State that's literally off the chart. So
I know 8, 9 games are usually close, but like to talk about Oklahoma State, you know, just kind of ran away with it. What impressed you? I know you played them earlier, but what impresses you about them? How have they changed maybe in the last 20 games or so?
Man, I think they're big, strong, physical. I think their guard play was outstanding tonight. You know, I just and then I thought, you know, they set Hobbs up for some really good looks. You know, found her in transition. Once she started feeling it, they found her. You know, we'll have one that hits 2 in a row, and then we won't even look for her for the next 2 minutes or 5 minutes. I thought they did a good job of finding her. She went on a run. What was it, Adam? Did you keep track of it?
She had 15, I think, in the third quarter.
Yeah, 15 and like made 4 in a row probably. And so just went. And so again, I just think they're playing at a really high level. I think they came in here, and to me, they looked really focused. And you know, I'm sure that our game here hasn't left their mind. They played us awfully well, and they probably want another shot. So they really looked laser focused to me. But their size, their physicalness, their guard play is sharp. You're dealing with a 6-year senior out there. It's just it's a veteran ball club, and they're well coached, by the way. That guy. You know, I've known Jim a long time, and he does an incredible job. Him and his staff are really, really good at what they do, and you know, so it should be a heck of a game Monday night if we play.
Go to TV in the back.
Rachel Johnson with WLBT and Fox 40 in Jackson, Mississippi. Looking around the stands tonight, do you really feel like people are starting to pay attention to women's basketball? And quite honestly, just Mississippi State basketball. I know in the media room I heard at least one media member from out of state just say, man, I can't believe the amount of people here for a women's basketball game. And, you know, the guy responded, yeah, they take it seriously here. Do you feel like getting this kind of exposure, really, people are buying into Mississippi State women's basketball around the nation?
Yeah, I think it's been going on here, though, for a while. It's not just today. I think this is something that's, you know, it's happened. It's not happening, it's happened. I mean, this is what we do. It's fashionable to come to see a women's basketball game at Mississippi State. You know, we've had 10,000 now several times. You know, my question is going to be to my administration is, I thought it was a sellout. I saw a lot of empty seats. I want people's butts in the seats, you know. You're going to need them Monday night. So I do think I'm really proud of it. I think people across the country see it. The referees see it. I mean, those same referees have been here when there hadn't been, 1,000 people. So I think people across the country are taking notice, but this is not something that's just happened. I mean, this has been something that we've been doing now for a while, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. When you've sold out your regional a week and a half in advance, it's pretty special. That is not going on across the country. It's going on in Starkville, Mississippi.
Stay over on the left.
Ben Smith, Starkville Daily News, Coach. I'm playing off that last question. I know that you'd rather have to speak before you can get to. How much is the crowd helping you through some of those rough spots on the court when things aren't quite going as well as you'd like them to go?
Yeah, no, our crowd has been great all year. It was great again today, and they just love our kids, Danny. I mean, they stick around. You can see we can't get off the court 45 minutes afterwards. I mean, it's really unique and special here, and our crowd is one of a kind. I mean, really, they're just so special. I can't say enough about them. Every mom and dad that's bringing a little kid with them, bringing 2 kids, bringing 3 kids. I mean, I thank those parents for bringing those kids. I mean, it's such a positive thing to have role models in this world like our kids, and our world needs more of that. And to know that our kids are providing that for the youth, again, it just makes you proud. And I try to convey to our kids all the time, people are watching. They're watching everything you do. They watch how you walk off the court, how you sit down, what you're doing over there. People are paying attention. So it is something I'm awfully proud of.
We have time for one more.
I'll just say this, I'll commend the room. I've been in a lot of press conferences. I've been doing this 33 years. This is a big time room. You got 7 live cameras up there. You've got all the print media here. Again, this is special. It's not like this a lot of places. I could name names, but I won't. But it's not like this. And again, this is part of what makes Mississippi State a big time women's basketball program. So I want to commend you all for being here. I want to commend our people in the back for being here. But this is special. It makes it special for the student athletes that are up here. Our visiting coach that was here. Again, I want to commend you, your papers that you represent, your news stations that you represent for being here, because it's important to you all. And again, we're doing our job if you're here today. So thank you for being here. All right, praise the Lord and go Dogs.